Since season 31, the annual Halloween-themed Treehouse of Horror installments of The Simpsons have drawn attention both for maintaining the tradition and for the mixed reviews they now receive. According to listings, the specials from season 31 onward include entries such as Treehouse of Horror XXX, season 31, 2019, and continue through Treehouse of Horror XXXVI, season 36, 2025. Critics note that while the core concept remains familiar, 3 or sometimes more spooky or parody segments per episode, featuring the usual Springfield cast and the aliens Kong and Kodos, the execution in these later seasons has been considered weaker by many observers. For example, in Treehouse of Horror XXX, season 31, one segment is titled When Harry Met Slimy and is a parody of The Shape of Water. One reviewer described it as a fun choice, but felt it was underdeveloped. The third segment, the episode is nearly over. Another example, Treehouse of Horror XXXI, season 33, features the segment Nightmare on Elm Tree, in which Homer gets tired of Bart telling scary stories in his treehouse and cuts it down, only for real horror to ensue. That episode was ranked rather low in the segment rankings. Meanwhile, the most recent Treehouse of Horror XXXVI, season 36, has drawn more positive commentary, with reviewers calling it the best Treehouse of Horror in years, praising stronger horror elements and more committed creative execution. In terms of rankings, lists such as those by Nerdist, Screen Hype, and others have been quietly acknowledging that the later-era specials don't match the classic ones in fan esteem. One piece notes that as of now there are 35 or more Treehouse episodes, and the later ones are definitely part of the full list. The implication is that while the tradition remains important to the series' identity, some entries struggle to hit the creative heights of earlier seasons. The ranking discussions often highlight criteria such as how well the horror concept holds up, how strong the individual segments are, rather than just the brand name, and whether the special uses the format effectively. In the later seasons, critics say the segmentation sometimes suffers, e.g., too many segments, too little development, and parodies lean more on pop culture references than on story strength. The B9 Rewind segment from Treehouse of Horror XXXI, season 32, is mentioned as heavy on violence and light on laughs. That said, there are bright spots. Viewers and critics have applauded the willingness to experiment, such as the move in season 34 to deliver 2 Halloween-themed episodes, one a standard 3-segment special, the other a single-story extended format. Also, the recent season's emphasis on stronger horror tone and more ambitious animation, as noted in the season 36 special, suggests that the creative team is trying to reclaim some of the spirit of the best entries. For fans navigating which of the recent Treehouse specials are worth watching, the takeaway is that while none of the new entries yet match the all-time classics of the franchise, exploring the later episodes can still be rewarding, especially for viewers who appreciate the series' ongoing willingness to play with format and parody. As always, the ranking lists show that context matters. The later specials may not hit the top tier, but they continue contributing to the long-running tradition of the show's Halloween offerings. In short, the post-season 30 era of The Simpsons Treehouse specials offers a mixed bag of hits and misses, but the ranking conversation shows both continuity of the tradition and a desire for renewed creative energy from the writers and producers.